Hello and welcome to the next tutorial with React Native or Expo, whatever you want to call it. Basically, but we're actually using Expo, and it's basically elaborate for React Native, and it allows you to do more stuff or simple stuff. I don't know, but it kind of it it basically does the hardest part of React Native for you, and which is really nice to use so that you will be able to just start your project and then work faster. You don't have to worry about compiling, making the build version and stuff like that. Is really nice to use. I really recommend it a lot. So in this video, I'm actually gonna be building a nice view that would just show you basically the basics of React Native. This is just gonna show how to get a little simple screen just to show some views and basically some little techniques too that you want to keep in mind. Okay, let's get started. Yeah, this is the project that I created in the last video, and right here, let me actually open up my terminal inside of VS Code. That's a really nice thing for VS Code. So to start your app, you just need to write Expo start. That's finally it finishes running on my simulator, and so this is what you get from creating generating a project through Expo by using the tabs project. So you get a little bit tab navigator here showing you home links settings, and then this is what you get. You can change these or delete them. Most of them you probably gonna be deleting them. But yeah, so if we go back to our home screen right here, I'm just gonna create a project. I'm gonna create, I mean, not a project, but these views right here. So first thing, for any React Native, and whenever you want to create a view, you're gonna always start by importing React from React. That's always gonna be the first step. You could import it like this or do it like this, whichever you want. I do prefer this way, um, just because I don't want to having to do React that component, so I prefer doing it this way. But uh, yeah, but this is always the first thing that you want to import whenever you want to create a view or show something on the screen. You always want to be importing React from React. So the next thing, so this is basically just React module. But since we're creating a mobile application, we're using React Native, we will need to import stuff from React Native also. Um, so we do import. So I'm gonna import a view for now. I'll later on explain it. Or mm, a view from React Native, like this. React Native, like this. And basically, what this is doing is just importing this file module from React Native module. So this function, this view from React Native. Um, These two things will allow you to create a view, a plain view on the screen to just show something on the screen. So, for example, okay, so this is not gonna actually show the thing, but now we have the stuff that we want to show. So on the next line, we're gonna need to show this view. We're gonna show it on the screen. So right now, if I save this file right now, we're gonna get an error because we need to show something before it can show up right here. So if you're not showing anything, it will give you an error. Um, Basically, it will say that this is not a React component and blah 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 blah. But yeah, but the next thing that we're gonna do now is create a class, and this class gonna allow us to actually create that view to make sure that this view right here or a view show up. And we do it this way. This is how you actually create a class in. It's basically how creating a class in JavaScript. So you basically create a class like this in JavaScript class, and then name couple. I might need to call this home screen. And then here you have your class. But since this is a React native app and we're using React, we need to be able to use React modules in here because this right now is not going to work. We're going to see an error saying that we need this home must be a React component because this class right now is not a React component. So to make it a React component, this component right now, we need to link it with this or attach it to this class so that it will become a React component. And to do that, we basically uh, add the keyword extends, and a component. And this right now will link the home screen class to the component. And of course, if our CSS right now is still not going to work because we need to add more stuff um, to be complete. So now we have a class, and now we making that class to be a React component. But this class is just on this file. It's not going anywhere. Like even this, what you're seeing right now is basically seeing that I don't know any React. So the component React must be a React component. So I don't see any React component. I need a React component so that I can show something here. So basically to do that, first of all, we need to export this React component. So to do that, we just put a keyword export. But and we're going to need to make this class a default class, like that. So export default class home screen extends component. So now we actually exporting this home screen, which is a React component. So now if we save it, let's see if this error will actually change. Yeah, so the error is actually changed. So it's saying that okay, now I found a React component, but I still need some stuff. So I need this instance that render. It needs, so this is basically the function that's rendering stuff on the screen. So it needs this function so that it will know what exactly it needs to return. It needs to show on the screen. And to do that is very simple. You just need to call render, and then you call that function, and then this. So this will automatically render something on the screen. But we'll still get an error because it will still say, okay, even though we render stuff, I don't know what I'm rendering. That's it. This is so it's saying invariant violation. Nothing was returned from render. Yeah. So now I'm rendering something, but I don't know. There's nothing that I'm rendering. So I need to tell it what exactly to render. And to do that, you basically just return. You return something. So right now I'm returning undefined, which won't work. So to return something that is a React Native or something that can show on this screen, that's where React Native comes in. So React Native has this module called view, and this view, when I return it, I return this view. Like if you're familiar with HTML, these tags will be it's similar. It's similar to HTML, but this is JSS. Is React React Native actually uses JSS. Is a library that it is a front end library pretty much that is so similar to HTML. And if you know HTML, you will easily understand it. And yeah, it's very neat. So if we save it right now, we'll see that this error will not even show up. because is now it knows that is getting a React component and it's rendering something, and it's rendering something called a view, and which is something that this app knows about. For example, I cannot just return anything here. I cannot return like I cannot do a div here because a div is not um, something that phones will understand. So if I save this, it will basically say, okay, I don't know what a div is. So it doesn't understand that. So anything that you can import here and show on your screen, if you go to React Native, you will be able to see everything that you can. Um, React Native, if we go to React Native documentation, you can basically see whatever you can show on your screen right here. And one of them is called view, which is that. So I can show a view. Also, there's I believe a button. Yeah. So also I can also show a button. So instead of returning a view, I can return a button right here, and this will show me a button. I hope so. Because yeah, because buttons are a little bit different because you need to have uh, extra, I think, title. Maybe I might need to add a title to it. Very much. Yeah, so it needs, yeah, so buttons, if you want to return it, you need to add a title before, because if you just return an empty button, it doesn't know what to show there. So these are some of the views or some of the items that you can show on your screen that will only come with that only comes with React Native. Of course, there are third parties modules out there that will have some similar stuff like this, but you will always need to return at least something from React Native, a wrapper, I'll call it, because right now I cannot put two buttons right here. I cannot do this button. I cannot just, well, so right now we'll get an error. Yeah, even nothing is showing up because, and if we look at the console, we will see an error here that says this it just says, and we cannot just return um, basically two different items here. We need to return one item. We can only return one item, and to do that, we need to wrap. We need to have a parent tag. It's like wrapping everything. If you're familiar with HTML, it's like wrapping um, everything under the body. So this is gonna be the body, and to do that, that's why we have this view here, and we can just wrap all this inside of the view. And to do it, we have an opening tag of the view and then a closing tag, and this is how you're gonna structure your React Native component always. So now we will at least see. Yeah, I need to reload this. Okay, this one again. Okay. Okay, finally. Okay, so now we have it. So yeah, so basically this is how you want to always structure your React Native file that you want to show on your screen. And I'm gonna stop here for this video. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. If you want to support my channel, subscribe, and also leave a comment below about this video. Thank you.